Yeah, that's in line with what I
grimy.
saw. Yeah, I think when it was Taj and VTS versus Ty and SFAT, I saw him like have a clear opportunity to wobble SFAT, and he didn't go for it. I was
and
like,
not take it. Yeah. So Ice Climbers is a weird beast in teams because there are so many characters on screen at that point. There's so much chaos happening. It can be really, really hard to keep track of Nana.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The way that you generally want to play that is to give the Ice Climbers like some defensible space and have them just kind of set up a tent, make a fortress there. Marth is good at applying pressure to the opponents so that they have to approach in certain ways, and also so that they can't just freely swing at the Ice Climbers. So it's going to be kind of Taj's job to keep VTS safe by just sort of leaning on Axe and Medz, not quite giving them the space that they want to work with. And hopefully VTS doesn't get scrambled so badly that he can't at least do some damage with dual smash attacks or whatever else he can pull up.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Axe and Medz are going to be more, inclined towards offense, just because Pikachu and Fox, they're both very fast, got those powerful moves. I almost wonder if we're going to see a lot of auto-cancel fair from Axe on shield into something else. Yeah, how well does Pikachu do with splitting up the Ice Climbers?
Pikachu, Axe historically had a lot of trouble with wobbles. That said, this is not Wobbles. but Wobbles was very good at pitching a tent that Axe had trouble dealing with. Because Pikachu, you kind of had to throw yourself at the opponents. There are certain ways of getting around it, and of course you can see Axe dealing with shield pressure against Spacey's mains. And the Ice Climbers being on top of you, you have to play safely like you would around a Fox who's right on top of you. But it's also just more difficult. You're dealing with two shields. You're dealing with two different grabs, two sets of moves that could be coming out at any point in time. And it's hard to cross them up safely when they can put up a wall with Blizzard and whatnot that stops you dead.
It was looking rough for Axe and Medz there. They were both far off stage on the left side. They both made it back. Medz got picked up by, I do recall who.
Axe trying to set up a Gimp on Taj, nothing doing. VTS is over to get him with the down smash and finish him off. Medz is able to get its Nana and actually able to get the Sopo right after that. That was big.
Yeah, I feel like VTS was kind of greedy in trying to save his Nana there.
Yeah, he overcommitted a pretty good amount to try and get over there. So it could have been kind of Green Team evening things up there. But now they have a little bit of a percent deficit. I have been impressed so far with how VTS has been able to scramble with these players who are on paper kind of the higher level players. As I say that, he kind of just dies.
Yeah, it's only been just about a minute and a half and he's already on his last stock.
Yeah, but he has been getting his smash attacks. He's been getting some aerials here and there that have been setting up very favorable scenarios for Green Team.
Yeah, and what we've been seeing is sort of like what we were discussing, where Nana's just going to have a rough time when there's, two additional people on the stage with hitboxes.
Yep.
Axe just gimped her with an up air there we saw.
All right, that's not going to KO, but VTS already in position where next stock he loses, and it's going to be soon, he's going to have to steal one of Taj's stocks. Yeah. So Taj is now hyper aware of how much percent he's got on his stock to make sure that he still has some play left in him when VTS comes back.
Absolutely. Yeah, a high percent Sopo is not the ideal partner to have in team in doubles, perhaps.
That is not a particularly good character.
They are keeping it respectable. Like, if they get a quick stock on Axe, it's still, just last stock for everybody on stage.
And there's the strength of Ice Climbers. Taj was off the stage, hanging from the ledge. Ice Climbers at center stage, surrounded by a Pikachu and a Fox, and they were holding their own because they have that fortress, they have that wide reach.
Oh man, the suit. I feel like this is some sort of karma, perhaps. I never noticed how pained the Popo's face was.
Yeah, we kind of had a freeze frame of him.
And he was feeling it. He was feeling it.
Yeah.
That party hat isn't very relieving at all.
Yeah. Not to mention that if the character can move his head once every 30th of a second, like that's coming at you pretty fast.
Yeah,
that's
also,
gonna hurt.
think about Pikachu's health. Get that Pokemon a chiropractor.
Yeah.
Like, he's got to have neck pain. You can't just power through that.
Not to mention a
Well,
concussion.
at the same time, Skull Bash, though. So.
Yeah. Use your head. But I don't want to use my head. Here we go. FD. Green team starting with the worst possible stage position, where they were both caught on the outer edges. Does Taj have a... No, Taj does not have a Gimp on Medz.
I was going to say, Axe came in, did the correct thing. Really important to, you know, when you're when you're just starting out with doubles, most of the time it's better to save your opponent, or save your teammate than like continue a string of yours on an opponent. In my view, at the very least, I feel like most people would agree.
Taj had a pretty poorly advised forward smash that killed Popo pretty early. So now Green Team is at a bit of a deficit that they're trying to work their way back from. Oh, there he goes again! The only stocks that have been taken so far are Taj killing VTS. There we go.
Down throw to up smash to seal off Axe's stock. Yeah, so I feel like VTS maybe needs to like try to slow down, do less, but just like hold space rather than like, you know, like trying to make up for, you know, his stock deficit.
Right. When he's been able to get some space, he's actually been doing very good work with it. He's been landing crucial smash attacks. He's been keeping space so that Taj has time to get in. Like, he is holding his own against the two most aggressive players in Arizona.
I also feel that overall, like, just the rhythm or the pace of the games that we've seen have been more in line with what you would expect from like a spacey matchup almost. Because Ice Climbers and Marth, you know, I would expect just the rhythm of the game to be a bit slower than we've been seeing, and that almost goes to show that, you know, Axe and Medz have been in control of these two games that we've seen so far.
Axe hesitant to approach there to try and help Medz because he was in an Ice Climbers grab. He didn't know what they were going to throw out. Is able to gimp Nana on the way up though. So now Blue Team taking a pretty commanding lead.
Axe going for it. That's respectable. Like, you know, when you have a lead that, you know, is two stocks at this moment in time, just try to like finish off the ices up top with the Thunder. That's another sign of their aggression. A lot of players, you know, when they have a lead, they'll, you know, start to play even more conservative to not give it up. You know, Axe and Medz, I would say, more likely to just push their lead, play more aggressive. They can take more risks.
And there we go. Medz gets the Shine Spike, and Nana or Popo gets finished off at exactly the same time. So Blue Team taking that pretty convincingly. So Taj and VTS talking things out, trying to figure out which stage they want to go to here.
Yeah,
there's the suggestion. They hear it. Was that Dreamland? It might have been Dreamland. Yes. Oh no, FD.
Back to FD. I was wondering if they were going to try to like isolate VTS to Axe and Medz to Taj, so Taj could get the up throw, chain grab follow-ups on Medz's Fox, but it looks like it was just too scrambly.
It's very difficult to set up those kinds of situations. Like, well. The other idea that people always come up with is, oh, hey, why don't you just isolate the other player and let the Ice Climbers wobble them? In practice, it's usually a little too difficult to do that sort of thing, because all that really has to happen is your partner has to get by the opponent once. They can run into them 3 times, but if they get by them the 4th time, you've only managed to get maybe a few regrabs off of that. It's not going to do damage quickly. It's not the kind of burst damage that you really rely on in doubles. It's a little worried about that edge guard from Taj there, but he was able to grab the ledge in time. He knew better than I did. Ooh, gets blipped by Axe's up B, but Axe unable to get a neutral, I think it was a neutral area he was probably going for out in time.
Thunder? There it is.
Very nice. Hits both of the Ice Climbers.
Yeah, Axe's residual Thunder hitbox actually let Taj, you know, tip or forward smash Medz, and Medz is dead.
Wow.
That's a really important stock. Now Green Team, you know, has a numerical lead.
Nana goes down. Axe just kind of sitting there in shield, preventing Taj from interfering.
And Taj is at like such
Oh,
hyper.
and Taj, I really like what Taj did there. Axe saw an opening on VTS, and Taj, instead of contesting it at all, because it was just a Sopo at high percent, he went and said, hey, Medz, let's go off stage together and have some fun. Didn't end up working out quite the way he expected, but it was still very smart, and it shows why Green Team has such, like, kept up with stocks right now. They're kind of using that Sopo as bait.
One thing that we see more often in doubles than in singles is, well, like Taj's first stock, he was at like 164%. When you're at such a high percent and you just get knocked down, even if you're not dying, sometimes you're just leaving your partner in a 1v2 scenario because you're just spending so much time just floating back to stage.
Yeah.
And then, all right, hold ledge, guys.
Hold ledge. It's a good strategy in this game. Okay.
All right,
so Taj holds ledge just a little bit longer, so the VTS has time to get in and help him out. And now, even in stocks, Medz with higher percents, but we're going to need some kind of VTS smash attack to really take advantage of that lead. Right now, Nana is separated from him. Taj is separated from him. Makes his way back.
Oh, good up smash.
Does not KO Medz though. And now we don't have Nana. The clock is running out on Green Team. Ice Climbers are down. Oh, runs straight into a down smash. Axe and Medz take it.
All right, clean set.
So next up we should have Duck and Silly Kyle versus Plup and West Balls. They should be waiting in the wings because I can't imagine that their PM sets have taken that much longer.
And they're actually still sitting down. It looks like they went on to play Grands.
I see.
PM doubles, which I didn't expect. I would have imagined Steven would have shut that down.
So we may hop down to losers then, if that's the case. Yeah, that's definitely going to be PM Grand Finals going on right back there.
And if they reset, then.
All right, so we've got Ty and SFAT jumping up on stage. So we are shifting down to losers. Looks like we've got Violence and HMW. Are they going up on